You're not to be so blind with patriotism that you can't face reality. Wrong is wrong, no matter who does it or says it. My alma mater was books, a good library. I could spend the rest of my life reading, just satisfying my curiosity. I'm for truth, no matter who tells it. I'm for justice, no matter who it is for or against. I'm a human being, first and foremost, and as such, I'm for whoever and whatever benefits humanity as a whole. Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. If you're not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing. If someone puts their hands on you, make sure they never put their hands on anybody else again. Usually when people are sad, they don't do anything. They just cry over their condition, but when they get angry, they bring about a change. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent, and that's power, because they control the minds of the masses. We cannot think of being acceptable to others until we have first proven acceptable to ourselves. Hence, I have no mercy or compassion in me for a society that will crush people and then penalize them for not being able to stand up under the weight. Truth is on the side of the oppressed. How can you thank a man for giving you what's already yours? How then can you thank him for giving you only part of what is yours? If you have no critics, you'll likely have no success. If you're not ready to die for it, take the word freedom out of your vocabulary. Children have a lesson adults should learn, to not be ashamed of failing, but to get up and try again. Most of us adults are so afraid, so cautious, so safe, and therefore so shrinking and rigid and afraid that it is why so many humans fail. Most middle-aged adults have resigned themselves to failure. I don't even call it violence when it's in self-defense. I call it intelligence. In fact, once he is motivated, no one can change more completely than the man who has been at the bottom. I call myself the best example of that. Nobody can give you freedom. Nobody can give you equality or justice or anything. You take it. I am a Muslim because it's a religion that teaches you an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. It teaches you to respect everybody and treat everybody right. But it also teaches you, if someone steps on your toe, chop off their foot, and I carry my religious axe with me all the time. That's not a chip on my shoulder. That's your foot on my neck. In America, there's no such thing as Democrats and Republicans anymore. That's antiquated. In America, you have liberals and conservatives. Now they are fighting each other for booty, for power, for prestige, and the one who is the football in the game is the Negro. 20 million black people in this country are a political football, a political pawn, an economic football, an economic pawn, a social football, a social pawn. Never allow your enemies to educate your children. One of the first things I think young people, especially nowadays, should learn is how to see for yourself and listen for yourself and think for yourself. Then you can come to an intelligent decision for yourself. When you hear me say, by any means necessary, I mean exactly that. I believe in anything that is necessary to correct unjust conditions, political, economic, social, physical, anything that is necessary.